Alright, we're starting this over with a new intro. This is JohnTheGamer from MyBrainOnGames.com.
And I am Tridrakious from JustOneMoreLevel.com.
If you meet him in real life, you might call him Jeff.
Yeah, possibly.
Or you could call him Tridrakious, because he's going to change the legal name to that at some point.
Either one. I mean, people seem to... I mean, they call me Jeff, they call me Tridrakious. It doesn't really matter at this point. They're both my name. Because how many other Tridrakious there's... Tridrakious...
Tridraki?
Yeah, are there out there? Tridraki.
I guess we can just register our name on different areas and figure it out.
Alright, so, that looks weird. What exactly are we going to be playing?
We are playing a game that I just bought tonight, Friday, July 11th, 2014, from Thrill House Games in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We are going to play Street Racer for the PlayStation 1.
Looks like an Ubisoft joint.
This was an Ubisoft joint indeed. Ubisoft published, at least. It was developed by Vivid Image. And doing a little bit of reading up on it, it looks like it was originally a SNES and a Genesis title. That was later ported to the PlayStation, the Saturn, the Amiga even.
Oh boy,
so that,
the Amiga.
The Amiga, so that tells me this game might be European in origin. Plus it was developed by, or published by Ubisoft.
Yeah, so.
And one interesting thing, it's got 8-player split screen.
Because why not? Also, I would like to, congratulate you on your Captain Kirk voice a little earlier when you were trying to explain kind of where you got Street Racer from. Good job.
Wasn't even trying for it, but I'll accept it.
Well, hey, there you go.
Oh my god, what did I just do?
I have no idea.
We're just gonna press X to continue. Let's just press X to continue. That's working for us. We'll do championship, I guess.
Alright, well.
And so this game, one of the things that stuck out to me, besides the goofy box art that features ridiculous claymation stereotypes and go-karts, it looks like this was a Mario Kart clone, and, like I previously mentioned, it features 8-player split-screen co-op. And, some stereotypical character designs. But it looks like it's pretty cartoony, maybe features some pretty good animation.
Is it just me, or does this guy seem a little Disney-inspired?
Yeah, he looks like some sort of miner.
Well, I was thinking maybe the Sultan from Aladdin.
Or that, I guess, I don't know.
E-Honda, okay, pretty cool.
This game had crossover potential.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pick that guy.
Looks like this guy might be one of the usual grunts from, like, Streets of Rage.
That is Raphael. He's from Italy, and he's 23 years old.
Ooh.
Comments for him? Every woman's dream and every man's nightmare. He has everything. Looks, money, skill, personality, and the women. His smile could kill at 100 yards. In fact, he doesn't have friends, but he doesn't care. He has Italian looks, Italian suits, and the latest Italian sports car. He secretly admires Surf, who is another driver in this game.
I wonder who's... Could that be Surf?
Surf is going to be the blonde-haired lady.
Oh, so admires, but more like, hey, I want to get in her pants.
Yep.
Yeah, sure, I'll beat that dude.
So you're going to be Raphael, and I'm going to be Haja Nasreddin, who's from Turkey. He is 4 centuries and a bit.
4 centuries.
4 centuries and a bit. Just a bit over 4 centuries. And comments for him, these comments are from the manual, mind you. This is the extent of the story this sort of game had to go with. A friendly, wise old magician with a devious sense of humor and a few tricks up his sleeves.
Oh boy. So I guess I have to wait for you.
I guess so. Oh yeah, this definitely looks like Super Mario Kart.
Oh, no analog control. Okay.
Seems real slippery.
Very slippery.
Really just gliding around these corners.
This is worse than
I imagined.
Yeah. Much worse.
Take like a second to get used to those. They're jumping. It looks like the shoulder buttons, L1 and R1 at least, attack or punch to your left or right. L2 jumps, and then R2 fires a weapon at it.
L2?
Yeah, L2 jumps. R2 fires a weapon.
L2 should be somehow pointing.
Maybe you can't jump. Oh, well, yeah, because I'm kind of flying. That seems like something a Middle Eastern person would do.
Yeah, it's another like a magic carpet in the enemy. How many laps are we supposed to take? Ah, hey, no, I'm first. Of course now I'm flying. Here. Of course now I've like lost all. Yeah, I'm eight.
How many laps are there?
I keep jumping. It's weird.
Oh, I'm in second. It's like third's creeping up on me. I can see first, though.
I'm not entirely sure what I was going. Like, all of the like weapons seem to be looking exactly.
I did second. You got third. That's pretty good for a first time.
Yeah, this is a bad game.
It's alright.
That's what you say about everything.
That is what I say about everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everything has a redeeming quality.
Mm-hmm. So
Let's check out another lap here.
another race. I don't feel like my weapons were doing.
Mine definitely were. I could, especially the R2 where I was throwing something in front of me. Everybody's kind of bunched up at first.
It's just like a race.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a horn that apparently knocks people around. Because I'm the cool guy. I saw an American flag.
You're Italian though, so that shouldn't matter to you.
Whoa. Ah. Looks like maybe 10 laps.
Perhaps. Yeah, these are really short laps. This almost kind of reminds me of Kirby Air Ride with the length of these laps.
I really do not like this controls.
Yeah, it definitely takes a bit to get used to. Like 4 centuries and a bit, am I right? Am I right? No.
I should totally hit you for that, because that is like one of the most retarded things. I think I just threw a spider. What the? I'm in 8th.
Oh, jeez, I just spun out. Yeah, I do see that American flag. Oh my gosh. I guess that signifies we're in America.
Well, there's no way in hell that I'm winning this race.
What place are you in?
8th.
Wow.
And I've been in 8th for like 4 fucking laps. Oh, did we decide on like a maturity rating for this?
Like I said, it's probably never going to curse all you want.
Yeah, well,
We may be the only 2 people who ever hear this. We may die tomorrow and no one ever hears this. We don't really know that, do we?
We definitely need to fix this.
Second again. Pretty good. That's consistent.
And then 6th.
Oh, you're improving. You can get.
And I just found out that you can cut in front of the lap. And
You cut in front of the lap.
like I was in 8th place, and I just like chopped a section of the track off.
Since we're doing kind of a figure 8 in that area.
And the game didn't care. I went from 8th to 6th.
It's not bad.
Cheating.
Let's see. It looks like I'm in second place with 10 points. You are in 6th with 2.
I really, really don't want to play this anymore.
Oh wait, no. There's the overall score. Number 2, number 3. We're doing good. It's only round 3 of 6.
God,
We got more races to go.
but I really don't think.
Oh man, why'd you agree to in the first place?
Who said that I really agreed?
Remember where we're at here.
Looks like I got this cobblestones. So you must be next.
actually highly doubt that. I have no idea what this scenery, plus with this horrendous pop, it almost looked like India in the background, but like I said, with this popping of the actual background environment, not just like the background, like flat art, it's hard to tell. That's not awful.
It is awful.
This is like something, this is what GameLoft would publish now. Like this is a GameLoft game on Android.
I don't even think GameLoft.
What are you talking about? Like, this was a Ubisoft game. Ubisoft and GameLoft are...
They're not the same thing.
They are not, but they are very closely related.
Just because they have soft in the last name? In their name?
No, because the CEOs of both companies are related.
How?
They're brothers.
Really?
Yeah. Welcome to video games, Jeff. I'm glad you're getting a little deeper into them.
Like, just because I didn't know that the CEO of one company is brothers with the CEO
First
of
place.
another. Third, I was in first.
Oh, I guess you're in third now, because I'm in first.
I really don't want to play this anymore.
We got
This
we're
is,
more than halfway through now. We gotta keep
This
going.
is a horrible game.
It's not horrible.
It's a horrible game.
On a scale of 1 to 5,
I'd give it a 2.
a 2, that's reasonable. I'd give it a 3 maybe.
Because you are the most generous, like, oh, every game has potential to be good. Yeah, you're right. Every game has potential to be good, and this one's just not good. I mean, granted, whenever you say a game is bad, man, that means it means it's bad.
It's a stinker.
But, you know, at the same time, wow, I just went from 8 to 2nd. And then I went from 2nd to 8th. And now I'm stuck on a fucking tree. Because this game has a terrible, terrible way. I cannot imagine this in 8 players.
Oh my gosh, I wonder if it slows down at all.
It probably does. I mean, at the same time, it's like, hey, you can only see like an inch of the track in front of you.
You know how Lucas is doing, what is it?
10-man Bomberman.
10-player Saturn Bomberman at TNT Tokyo and Tulsa this year. We ought to show up and do 8-player Street Racer.
Fuck that.
See who can draw more people.
I'm pretty sure Lucas with his 10-player Bomberman.
Actually, yeah, I guess that was a dumb question. Who can draw more people? Because he can, in fact, draw 2 more people. At least.
So we're already at a disadvantage. And I really have no idea what these weapons do. Like, there's various different things. Like, what do the fucking stars do?
I keep picking up dynamite and it explodes after like 15 seconds. It's not a good thing to keep picking up this game.
Nope.
I think I want to pick up something else.
Then again, it's really hard to tell
I
what
keep
you're picking up.
picking it.
Oh my fucking god, I hate this goddamn piece of shit game.
Stink, we get to play it one more time at least for the competition.
God damn it.
God damn it, it's like...
I will likely just concede and give you this victory.
We shouldn't have played this game yet.
This is such a horrible game.
I wonder what else this developer made.
Probably nothing. It probably closes doors after this game did not sell. This is the first time I've ever heard of this game. It's also the first time that, like, I have no idea.
Second place, that's good for me.
This game has like sucked all of like thought process out of me. I'm in, I don't know what place. 5th. Oh, I was in 5th.
That's not that bad.
I thought I was in 8th for like most of that race.
Oh, did you want to watch the replay?
Nope, I did not. I don't even want to. I'm not playing anymore.
We got like one more race.
I don't want this. Like, no more.
That was either round 5 of 6 or this one coming up as round 5 of 6.
I have no idea.
Grab that controller.
I really don't want to.
Grab that controller. We've got to finish what we started.
We don't have to finish this. I think we've got a pretty good episode.
We got to keep going.
This we don't need this.
See, once we get to the Game-a-thon Olympics, you guys can look forward to so much more of this. I just want to play the game can't play the games for you guys. We got Negative Nancy over here. He can't play this game for another 6 minutes to save his life.
I would much rather be playing something, better.
He can't do this for the fans. And that's why he's not going to have any fans.
It has absolutely...
Like me on Facebook, like me on Twitter. This is a popularity contest. Help me win.
There's really no need of a popularity contest.
Help me get the record deal I've always dreamed of.
What record deal are you talking about?
The one that Adam Sandler is going to get.
Are we just going to, what the fuck?
This is why we need to keep playing this game. Look at these tracks. You never know what's coming up next.
Yeah, I don't need to see anymore. So, this has been
hey, there's different camera perspectives, too. That might have helped. And I keep picking up fucking sticks of dynamite.
Yeah.
But it looks like if I keep picking them up, the timer resets. So that I could actually just keep picking them up. Have them never explode if I time it.
But then what they said, then how does it benefit you if you never use the dynamite?
Well, that's a bad pickup. I don't want to pick that up. I'm just happy to pick it up accidentally. I'm sure Mario pretty good.
I'm hoping the game's not like, oh, player 2 has not finished yet. Well, hey, you'll get to play twice. In a single race.
There we go. How did I pick it up again? I don't even know. That was a bad corner on my part.
Yep. And I feel like there's a lot of dynamite. It's weird this thing's called Street Racer, but this track does not take place on any street.
Seems like barely any of these courses have taken place on any street.
Nope. Oh, look at it. Pick up dynamite again.
Second place.
Really?
Pick up that controller, Jeff. It's all you.
Oh, gosh.
We just have one more race after this. Now I can just sit back and listen to this mock Van Halen. Man, you just picked up some dynamite. Looks like you're going real fast. I wonder if there's catch-up AI or catch-up like condiments in this game.
I will say this is one of the worst games I've ever experienced.
We're embellishing this for the podcast, audio, video thing we're doing.
Nope. This is one of the worst games. Such a small, tiny track, and like this is.
You wouldn't say that to Mevlet Dink, would you?
Yep.
You would say that to the producer of this game. You'd say that right to his face.
Yep.
Looks like this game. Looks like maybe Vivid Image Developments Incorporated, the developer of this game.
Should have been shot.
That's harsh. That's. I do not agree with those statements. But I still do want your votes, people. So go ahead and like me on Facebook, like me on Twitter. I'm in this together. I'm in this with you. Looks like this developer may have been French.
And they're apparently bad at making games like this.
Which would make sense since Ubisoft published.
It's done. So now we are going to move on to a different game.
To the final race, and we're going to finish this proper.
No. Where's the reset button?
It only took you an additional 2 minutes and 13 seconds. That's not too bad.
Just hit the reset button. I don't like this. This is not worth playing anymore.
I can't get first place. Alright, you know what happened last time. You got to go along. I'll listen to the soundtrack now. No, do not give up. Hit continue. I want to see what happens whenever we beat the championship.
Why give me the option of giving up if...
Oh my gosh. It's meant to be, everybody. It's meant to be. Go ahead and hit that continue button.
Oh, okay.
No, don't. Come on, let's finish it. We made it 6 races in, and now you're going to quit on the final race. What happens whenever the championship is over? Let's see what happens when the championship is over. Oh my gosh, indeed. You have no tolerance for bad video games. You need to increase that tolerance.
No, I do not need to increase that tolerance. Bad games are bad games, and I don't... Oh, that's great. See, even your laptop. Even your laptop is like, you know what? He's right. Let's not... I will help in making sure... We need to make sure that you're playing a good game, that your laptop doesn't fall asleep.
Yeah, that happens to me every now and then whenever I'm playing Nightmare Draga.
Well, at least with that one, like, things don't move until you move.
Yeah. It's actually... Yeah, Nightmare Draga is really cool how that happens. How that works out. It's turn-based, but it's all, like, real time. Well, not real time, but it's all, movement-based.
Hey, I would much rather see that going, so how do we just, like, stop this now, and...
How about we actually finish this, and then we'll do another championships round.
No.
6 more races.
Nope. I will walk away from it. This is a stupid track.
The soundtrack's pretty dope, though.
No, it's not.
That's a sick-ass remix of this classic song.
What classic song are you talking about?
I don't know the name of it. Are you trying to, embarrass me in front of the fans?
You apparently know everything. Everything's great in your eyes. What's the name of the song that's part of the soundtrack that's a remake of some badass whatever?
I want to say it's maybe something Valkyrie. I actually think that is. It's something Valkyrie. Flight of the Valkyries? Rise of the Valkyries?
I have no idea. See, I don't...
Valkyrie Profile Limit?
I don't try to lie to the fans.
No, after this, once we're done racing, I'm going to check the soundtrack. I'm going to check the song, see what classical song has the name Valkyrie, because I think it's the one with Valkyrie. I think it's like Rise and Flight of the Valkyrie, something like that.
Who knows? It could be... I have no idea. But again, I'm not going to lie to the fans, all 0 of them, and...
Well, I mean, you're a Zero fan. Like, everybody's been liking me on Facebook and Twitter, and I've been winning that popularity contest.
I have no idea what you're talking about, because, I completely forgot I had weapons.
You have dumb horns.
Not that my weapons or horns ever did anything.
Alright, so let's see what happens.
So, I don't care. It's probably just going to be like, hey, congratulations, championship. Blah.
Let's see, Valkyrie, classical. Let's see, the Valkyrie, Rise of the Valkyries. I'm gonna play a little bit of this for Jeff and I. Let's see if this sounds familiar. Once we skip this ad, is it gonna go through the microphone? Is it gonna go through? He asks if the audio is gonna go through the microphone, guys. I think it's probably gonna go through our headphones. See, that is it. That's the song, Rise of the Valkyries. Boom.
And
once again, like me on Facebook and Twitter, guys. Peace out.
No, you had to go to YouTube to figure out what it was.
To verify that the song had Valkyrie in the name, like I thought it did.
And even then, I don't really think that I really don't think that's the same thing.
Now you're just peeing sore because you got 5th place. I understand. It's cool.
It's a horrible game. Street Racer is a terrible game.
2nd place.
It's a horrible, horrible game.
This is what I was waiting for, y'all. This is why we didn't quit out beforehand. The awards ceremony. The glitchy awards ceremony.
Which is just another way of having the credits roll. So now let's move on to something else.
Hey, I can add this to my completed games list.
Congrats.
Dylan Cuthbert. Special thanks to Dylan Cuthbert. Fun fact, Dylan Cuthbert worked at Argonaut Studios, the original developer behind Star Fox. Also, I believe went on to found Q Games, the Pixel Junk guys.
Pixel Junk guys,
yeah. Dylan Cuthbert, how about that?
Yeah.
Fun fact. He got a special thanks in this game.
He
There it is again, guys. Dylan Cuthbert rolling right across that screen.
I wonder why it came across twice.
Because the credits just roll. They just roll.
Can we move on?
The song restarts, but the credits just keep going.
Well, he realized that, hey, this was a terrible game, and let me move on to make great games.
That is interesting. Dylan Cuthbert had a special thanks nod in this game.
Some interesting things. I mean, everyone has to start somewhere. I understand that.
All right,
but that was the terrible Street Racer from Ubisoft and Vivid Image. And hopefully your eyes and ears are not entirely burned up and destroyed. You completely missed those holders. There you go.
5th place, guys. He's just sore. He's a sore loser.
It's a terrible game. So now we're going to put in
another game that has a terrible but great box art.
Yes. A baby blowing bubbles with sunglasses on. Published by Acclaim and Taito. It is
developed by Taito, please.
Developed by Taito.
Super Bust-A-Move for the PlayStation 2, y'all. Another game just picked up from Thrill House Games. Boom.
Boom.
Now, it's going to be hard for Jeff to get 5th place in this game because there's only 2 players.
I'm going to slap you.
I imagine he'll figure out a way.
To slap you? Yes.
To finish in 5th. Actually, this might be the game where he beats me. So we're only going to do like 1 round of it.
Because, hey, no, I will happily play more of this awesome game.
We haven't even played it yet, and he already thinks it's awesome. He doesn't know if this is a good version of Bust-A-Move or not.
How do you fuck up Bust-A-Move?
A crappy port by none other than Acclaim.
They published it. Taito still developed it.
No. Maybe, but still it's got Acclaim's name on it. Never trust anything that has Acclaim's name on it.
Well, I'm sure Acclaim had something somewhere that could possibly be considered good at some point in its existence.
Yeah. Turok Evolution. I love it.
And Super Bust-A-Move might be that game.
I loved Turok Evolution. I don't think I love it anymore. Going back and playing that game is kind of nightmarish.
Well, it is, one of those early shooters.
An early shooter from like 2002.
For the N64.
It was for the GameCube, PlayStation 2, and Xbox. I'm talking Turok Evolution.
Oh.
Not Turok Dinosaur Hunter, or Turok 2 Seeds of Evil, or Turok Rage Wars, or Turok 3 Go to Space.
But, this is so awesome.
Bub and Bob, guys. Bub and Bob.
Super Bust-A-Move.
Also known as Puzzle Bubble in countries where you speak Japanese.
So, Japan.
I always like checking out the options first.
Yep, you generally do.
I generally do. 2-player battle. Let's check it out.
Let's do Expert. Yeah. With Bust-A-Move again at PJ Gamers at 101st and Elm in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
Oh, look. There's different attack patterns for these guys. That's a random. There is no random. Yes, there is. No, there's not. Tom and Vom. Whoa, low. Mr. @ sign. I think I'm going to beat him. Miss T.
Mr. @
Pukadon. Pinky. Catch. Mog.
So where exactly am I? Okay.
I'm going to be Mr. @ sign. His attack pattern looks pretty devious too. My point exactly. Who are you going to be, Jeff? Tridrakious.
Miss T might be interesting. I'm not quite sure what the rainbows are.
Or those the gold ones on the edges.
Yeah, so I will try her out.
Alright, handicap of 3. Just want to make sure we're both at the same one.
So 3.
This may actually be pretty good. This seems like an evolution of what we've been playing, where we don't have character select.
Right.
This seems like maybe it's going to be the same gameplay with character select that gives us a little bit of personalization to our abilities, to our attacks.
Still no analog control.
Fantastic.
It's something.
The way the games are meant to be played.
I'm wondering what we do with the big bubble of things there. Ah, okay. Well, it's great that I got a purple one now. Alright, so I got it completely clear.
Oh my goodness.
So I guess I'll just create things now. Oh, I've got colors now.
You have won that one.
See, it doesn't really seem to matter which Buster move it is. Got a ricochet! I have no idea how loud that was.
Probably too loud, actually. Too loud.
Missed the shot. Using a D-pad, a little bit different than an analog stick or a joystick. See, I would point out.
Pro tip.
Alright, so you took that one.
Tied it up, 1-1. Seems kind of maybe just slightly sluggish. I don't know.
I think so, just a little bit. Seems like these crystals are destroying the various colors we have.
I guess so.
But not dropping bombs or anything on my opponent. This gives me a slightly better experience on a bigger screen.
I don't think that has. I don't think that's the issue. The issues I have with this game, I don't think are related to that. I think this game just kind of has a choppy feel. Maybe the bubbles. Whenever you shoot the bubbles, I don't really like the way they feel. Bubbles.
Do you think that any person within like Acclaim's development team had anything to do with this?
Well, yeah. I mean, somebody had to localize it.
I mean, as far as like, screwing it up.
I don't know. I think that's it, y'all.
The screen started getting a little dark. I was like, oh no, it's going to sleep again. Alright, so good job. Good job. We'll play again.
Nah.
We had to sit through 6 freaking laps. We're gonna play a little bit more of Super Buster mode.
But this game isn't as good as Street Racer, though.
Hey, this game is better than Street Racer. Street Racer is probably on the same vein as something along the lines of like Superman 64. Well, hey, I'm not the one that was part of any of the development of this game. I can be as harsh as I want to. Let's see what Tom and Jam.
Well,
What?
Tom and Bam, maybe.
I don't know. We'll go with that. Handicap of 3. You probably should have put yours at like 1. I'm not saying that you're
I
bad
think
or
that would have
anything.
made me better. I think a lower handicap insinuates you're better, right?
Well, it's just showing easy and hard.
Yep, I did not see that.
You don't really pay attention.
Now this is chain reaction mode, so I don't know how this differs. I'll tell you what, those bubbles that are going on in the background are distracting me. So distracting.
Those can go, because it's kind of messing with my aim. And that's kind of fucked up.
I'm already playing with somebody who cheats. That doesn't mean I want the game to cheat too.
You're playing against someone who cheats? What are you talking about?
I'm playing against Jeff Tridrakious Brown. No cheater. What's that chain reaction?
I have no idea. I think if you put more bombs together, I really don't know. But
Oh, it looks like if you break some big bombs, it'll continue and break some more off for you. If you drop a lot. Looks like maybe were you getting some sent over to you?
Yeah, every so often.
Okay, I'm thinking maybe whenever you break a lot, instead of sending them over to your opponent, yeah, it does send some over to your opponent though. Maybe it breaks more than sends
I'm
some over.
thinking if you just blow up more, it's a chain reaction that you just start dropping more and more. It kind of makes you want to blow things up. I cannot do anything with orange. It keeps giving me fucking orange.
That's cool, I can't make a shot. Oh, it looks like maybe it breaks ones that are the same color and nearby.
That would kind of match the chain reaction that I'm trying to go for.
Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah, I'm really... Ah!
And I was about to lose that for the people who were watching.
Ah.
It was shaking and everything, and someone decided to keep shooting. It's an interesting game mode. I don't necessarily like it. I don't really understand what's going on.
Yeah, I'd say that'd be the more kosher point. Don't necessarily understand what impact we're having here.
Maybe playing the story mode might explain at least this mode, because this is a different mode than what we've played before. So maybe it's just something that they added to busting out.
Yeah, whenever we drop balls, those balls then jump back up and break other combinations or other sets.
Maybe rapid fire is not what you want to do.
I don't know if rapid fire is ever what you want to do in busting.
Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. That was a nice one.
Ah, nice enough to win.
And you thought so too. You thought the laptop was starting to go to sleep.
No, I'm just doing that from time to time.
Let's see, what other, roll load? Looks like his stuff just kind of drops in patterns.
Ketchu.
Seems like he could potentially be like a, I don't know, maybe something that you would see from like a Space Channel 5.
Yeah, character designs are reminiscent of that. It's an interesting background.
Looks like it definitely focuses on stuff that's closer to the bottom.
Oh yeah,
Ah!
that did it.
I didn't blow up enough stuff down.
It's definitely an interesting game mode. It really incentivizes you to make just stuff that's going to drop bombs, maybe, rather than make combinations.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you just make combinations, you don't really get any reward for it when it drops stuff. Oh jeez. There we go. That's what I needed. Oh yes, that's what I needed. Look at that going. It just had a big combo. You And it looks like maybe instead of dropping stuff over to the opponent, it just makes it come down once every time. So I think what it's trying to incentivize us to do is drop things so it destroys what's at the bottom because it's coming down every time.
Well, what I do know is Wallow is a terrible character.
Maybe he was just being played by a terrible player.
Mod seems very much like a Moogle.
Coincidence?
I think not. Foreshadowing, maybe. Taito did get purchased by Square Enix.
There's truth to this.
Of course there is, I said it.
And everybody, he's not very egotistical or anything. Jeff Brown.
Okay. I'm not quite sure what to do
Rainbows!
with the rainbows.
What do you do with rainbows? Lord knows you, hears you.
I have no idea what to do with the rainbows.
That seems like a good character until you actually learn what to do with rainbows.
So now I'm gonna figure out what to do with rainbows. Oh, I guess whenever you match up three that's connected to a rainbow, it changes to that color.
Oh, so, but still, rainbows, you have to get them to change to that color first?
Apparently.
Oh, it's still pretty helpful.
Still gonna take some additional research, but I think that's what it is.
Let me know what your thesis is done.
You will be the first person to know. It does make things a little bit easier when setting things up for the next strategies.
Right.
Except when they're all rainbows.
Yes. Yes.
There's nothing I can do with this shit. She seems like a very overpowered, broken character.
So now you're gonna start using her.
Can we use the same character? We can.
Yeah. You're just not pinky anymore, you're like yellowy.
Yeah, yellowy. Alright, so this...
This is gonna be an awful set of matches coming up now.
I really don't like the background changing.
That's interesting.
And it is kind of... I don't like it. It's weird. A little disorienting. It has kind of a luminous type of vibe to it. And blocked a shot of mine. Okay, so rainbows, interesting. I'm thinking a nerf patch is gonna have to come out for this. Pinky seems to be a little OP. That's awesome. Starting to kind of figure out how to play her. She can be kind of a combo nightmare.
Yeah, I can see
I
that.
found out the hard way. being able to kind of set up and paint the other bubbles around the rainbows.
Was just about able to extend it a little more and maybe put you in for the kill, but not enough.
Nope.
This also kind of forces you to look ahead to what's coming next in your docket.
Yeah.
Kind of plan out like, oh, well, I got this one that's going to complete this, but maybe I'll attach it instead. That way I can get something like that.
Yep, I'm screwed on this one. Yay, all kinds of colors I couldn't do shit with.
Yeah, I found a bust-a-move game I can beat you at consistently.
Because of one character.
You're playing at that same character.
Same.
Enough said.
Completely broken character.
You're playing as that same character.
I have no idea how you're managing to get these shots before me. Because we have the exact same fucking shots.
Guess these are just skills that kill.
A yellow would be great right about now. There we go. That's what I need. And I missed my shot.
Toast that time. I was toast that time.
I wonder how long we've been recording audio.
I wonder how long we've been recording audio and video. Hopefully it's about the same amount of time.
You are just absolutely hysterical. So chain reaction's an interesting new mode.
Oh, crap. That works.
Dropped rainbows before I shot. That's fucked up.
Oh, so you have to, yeah, I see what you gotta do with those rainbows.
Yeah, they paint everything around them that's not the color that's being destroyed. I missed my shot. And then you blocked the shot.
Oh, if I made that shot, I would have prolonged
Picking up some
myself.
victories.
Binky!
The thing is that we're not really seeing what any of the other characters could do. We're just kind of learning this one, which seems to be fairly noob-friendly for chain reaction.
Yeah.
In fact, incredibly noob-friendly. Essentially just like, hey, fuck them over by allowing them to not have access to colors. So you're dropping bombs that are actually affecting them.
I'm done this time. Ah, especially whenever I miss a minor shot like that. I don't think it would have prolonged me at all, but I am dead nonetheless.
It was just a matter of time before I kind of got my groove with this one, which is this is definitely a different game mode than what we're usually playing at PC Gamers. I missed that.
Yeah, me too. There we go.
You had a nice combo go. Fucking rainbows.
Ready?
Yeah, same sort of thing with the Street Racer game. It's like once you get used to the controls and sort of the speed this game operates.
Street Racer, bad game.
Yeah, but you can get used to the controls. You're not letting me finish. Like my complaint with this initially was, it feels kind of different than, basically than what I'm used to feeling. It feels different than what I expect a Bust-A-Move game to play, based off the one Bust-A-Move game I've played a lot of recently. But now that you kind of get used to it, it's like, okay, I'm used to this. I know how to angle my shots. I know how they're gonna stick. I think I got this,
And that comes down to real skill.
Oh my gosh, giving me so many blue. Alright.
Aw.
Well, I guess let's try another game, maybe?
Alright, well if that's the case, I'm gonna get me a drink.
What time is it? It's 1 o'clock. Let's stop there. We've been playing games for an hour now. 51 minutes.
Alright, one horribly terrible game.
And we also played Street Racer, so
No.
there's one bad game,
No.
one good game.
Street Racer was a horrible game. Super Bust-A-Move. It was a different take on what we've played before, but a good game. Chain reaction, interesting mode. Go for the rainbows.
Apparently. That's what we seemed to figure out at first, and that's what we stuck with. We didn't test out many characters.
Because as soon as you found out that rainbow character, we were just like, oh, well, that's who we're focusing on.
Indeed.
So, I mean, yeah, we'll be doing more of these things, I'm guessing. I think that was the focus of this one, was kind of testing everything out.
Yep.
Now you get the fun task of listening to everything and watching a terrible game and a Super Bust-A-Move game again. So
Why?
Yeah, to see how it goes, see how we sounded throughout the entire episode.
Well, this was John the Gamer from mybrainongames.com.
And I am Tridrakious from JustOneMoreLevel.com.
Like me on Facebook and Twitter. Popularity contest. Bye.
No.